Welcome to another video. As you can see, I'm actually in the camper for the first time in 2023 and we're actually going away for the night. It is only one night. Unfortunately, my back isn't the best. I'm heading today just up to Croxden Abbey, which is about an hour away. On the way through, just visit Uttoxeter town, just to stock up and anything. And at the moment, as you can see, we're at a reservoir. Now, hopefully, this is where I'm going to be stopping tonight because it is sunset at the Croxden Abbey and then sunrise here, hopefully. So I hope you stay with me with this one because it is going to be cold tonight. And remember, no diesel heating in this, so we'll see how we get on. Don't you just hate it sometimes when you basically get stuck behind a tractor or a slow moving vehicle, you're trying to get somewhere, and this wasn't actually the first time that this happened today. Right, welcome to Uttoxeter. I've just parked here in the main town. You've got an hour free parking. There is another car park, I've just had a look, and it's £1 for 2 hours. So we'll have a look around. The one thing we like to do when we're just in any town is go around the charity shops because you never just know what bargains you're going to get, or, you know, well, I mean, we also like going through car boots and that, and I mean, like I say, I've just been into the one, and, you know, we're into the Was jigsaws, and that's where we pick up a lot. I mean, I've still got about 20 odd to do, but yeah, there we go. Unfortunately, I didn't actually get any bargains this day. There was just nothing I was interested in. I mean, this is the problem with a lot of towns now. I mean, as you can see, I mean, we came to Uttoxeter probably about 12 months or so ago, and I mean, there was a fair few shops open, if I remember right, down here. I mean, it's literally empty. Now, whether it's been bought down, because where I actually live in Brown Hills, there's a place called Ravens Court, and I mean, it's been derelict for years and years and years, but there's been problems buying the land and bits and pieces. So yeah, this is what happens, unfortunately, but we're all to blame because we go to the bigger stores and everything else. But yeah, that's the way it is. This may be me being old, but there's just so much junk available for Valentine's Day now, you know, and I don't understand why just for one day you need to show that you care. You can do that all year round, though this may be a bit different if you're in a new relationship. You know, ironically, the day that I'm editing this is actually Valentine's Day. It's nice to see some old buildings that still stand. At the bottom of the high street, you've got the War Memorial, and you've got a nice art installation as well as lovely decorated benches, and then to the side of that you've got St Mary's Church, so I thought I'd have a look around there as well. Now, I'm not a religious person, but I do love looking around old churches and even graveyards. I just love the details and the architecture and the history and everything else to do with it. That's Uttoxeter done. Like I said, it's like any little town. It's mainly the same shops. There's a lot of pubs. Fortunately, I don't drink. I haven't had a drink in 5 years. That's mainly due to medication, because of the amount of medication that I'm on. So yeah, basically off towards Croxden Abbey now. I mean, literally I've only been here about 50 minutes. So yeah, you know, and I haven't, you know, rushed and everything else. Yeah, so yeah, on to the next one. I don't normally do these like town city vlogs, so I hope this one's been a bit interesting or boring, whichever way you want to put it. But anyway, if you like this kind of stuff, like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. Just outside the town you've got the Blithfield retail park, which does have a fair few shops and supermarkets. To drive to Croxden Abbey from Uttoxeter, you do pass the JCB factory with the lovely lake in front. Now, we do actually visit back here, the lake, on the way back. Croxden Abbey is only just under a 15-minute drive from Uttoxeter itself. I mean, the road actually goes through with the parts of the remains of the abbey. You've got the main abbey the one side and the other buildings the other. As you can see, I'm at Croxden Abbey now. Basically, this was founded by, now I can't remember the last name, but Bertram, and he was the Lord of Alton in 1176. Now, I have actually been here before with the missus. We came, it was a very overcast day and everything else we just wanted to do. I think it was about 12 months ago. Well, the actual name was Bertram de Verdum, and I'm hopefully pronouncing that still right, which was the Lord of Alton. Oh, while the video's playing as well, I'll give you a few snippets of the history. So he actually granted the land in Croxden and a place called Cotton, which is only just a few miles away, to Cistercian monks in Normandy. Originally they settled in Cotton, but then moved to the more remote site of Croxden in 1179, and the church was the first building to be built. The monks followed the strict rule of St Benedict, which was written in the 6th century. At its peak, Croxden Abbey was home to 70 Cistercian monks. During the 14th century, there were crop failures, cattle disease and plague, which led to the community suffering and a decline in numbers. The one thing that I always say, it is nice but not nice to see ruins like this, because it would have been nice to see them as originally they stood, but then on the opposite of that, it's nice to see them like this because you can kind of use your imagination. I mean, just like behind me, just up there, you can just see the ridge of where the roof would have been and that, you know, and you wouldn't have noticed those kind of details, you know, if it was built, because you just see the roof. In 1538, after its suppression by Henry VIII, the king ordered the church roof to be removed, which meant the monks basically just couldn't stop on the site. And later the abbey and the land was converted into a farm. What still remains is parts of the 13th century church, infirmary and also the 14th century lodgings. I mean, like I said, I've been here before, but the one thing I didn't notice the last time is all the markings in the wall with the people's names and the dates, and dating back, you know, to kind of probably when it was built. I haven't looked at all of them, but yeah, it's just, again, these are the things that sometimes, yes, you've been to a place, but you just haven't noticed anything, and, you know, well, it's just you haven't noticed those kind of things because you wasn't looking. It's just strange. I mean, I've literally got the place to myself. Well, I have got the place to myself. I mean, when I pulled up, there was two ladies that must be walking. There's a lot of I did notice there's a few walking trails, but for me, that's no good at the moment. I'm struggling to walk around here. But yes, I mean, like I say, it's a beautiful place, and like I say, it's not far out of Uttoxeter. It's not far from Alton Towers. Okay, there's not that much to see, as you can see. It's not a massive place. It is English Heritage. Now, I am a member of English Heritage and National Trust, but if you're not, you can make a donation of £5, which is recommended by texting something. I'll just pop that up on the screen. But yeah, I mean, if you're not a member of English Heritage and National Trust, get me words right, it is well worth it, because there are places like this, it keeps them going for one, and two, as well, you get to visit so many places around the UK. Right, I'm back in the camper. Like I say, brilliant little place to visit. I've mainly come here for sunset, so I'm just sitting in the van. I've just had a cup of coffee. I mean, you may be able to see the Abbey's just behind me. I've got the boot open at the moment, and that. So yes, I've got about an hour and a bit before sunset, so we'll see what colours we get. Hopefully I can get over to the other side. I just spoke to a gentleman, and that may be the best bet with the colours. I want the colours in the background. Yes, you've got the lovely light onto the structure and everything else, but I like the colours in the sky. That's my little thing anyway, so we'll see what we get. But yeah, it's been an enjoyable little trip so far. Not even a day out yet. So yeah, we'll see what we get in a bit anyway. See if we get some nice colours. There's not that many clouds in the sky, but there is a little bit, so hopefully there'll be something. Now, my luck, it'll just be boring and everything, but that's the way it goes sometimes with this landscape photography. I'm only getting into it, but again, with the sunrise and the sunset. But you know, I hope you like some of the pictures so far and the video and that. So if you have, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe, please subscribe. I want the subscribers. But yeah, let's see in a bit. Well, the sun now is going down behind me now. I'm just waiting to see if there is any nice colours. I'm not too sure about this, whether anything will come out or not. I don't know. The one thing, it's got me out in the van. You know, it's getting bitterly cold now, so this is going to be a fun night. Because I mean, from where I am, it's about 25-minute drive back to that reservoir that we stopped off this morning. That's where I'll actually be stopping. So yeah, so we'll wait here a little bit and then see. I mean, it was peaceful just to sit there, just to relax and watch the world go by. I mean, the one thing, whether I get really nice pictures, really nice colours, it doesn't really matter. I am freezing, I'm hurting, you know, but it's just peaceful here. I don't know, it's just the history around here. It's hard to really explain, but it's absolutely lovely. It does say it closes at 4, so I assume someone comes across. There has been a car that's come, but I'm not too sure if that's to lock up. So yeah, so I don't know if I'll actually get locked in. I mean, it is only just a little gate, and I'm being respectful and quiet, as you can hear, to anybody else. I mean, it is only like 4:30 anyway. I've just finished doing the photos that I needed to. You know, again, this is just for a bit of fun. I just like to share my adventures and everything else. I have to point this out though, this is privately owned as well as English Heritage. You know, so any commercial gain for any photography or anything like that, like everybody knows from watching my channel, I don't do that. I'm not selling photos or anything else. This was just, you know, just to get me out for the first time in the year. So do be respectful of the locals. That's what I always say, no matter where you go. Same with the van life, you know, leave no trace. If you put any rubbish, you have any rubbish, take it away with you. You do not leave any trace. You know, I am not stopping here tonight. You know, I am going elsewhere where there is literally no one else to be seen, you know. So again, so let's get on and get to the park up anyway. Just as driving back, because you have to drive past the JCB factory, and I left there before sunset, which, you know, you should do at places like that. You know, if they're closed, they're closed. That's the main thing. So basically, just as I noticed in my rear view mirror, there was all the lovely colours, and there's the pond by the JCB factory, so there's just a little park in there. So I just thought I'd just pull up and just get 1 or 2 shots on the way through. I'll tell you about any traffic noise. I think I just got here at the right time, because literally all the colour is now disappearing. I think I got some nice shots of the reflections in the lake, hopefully anyway. So let's move on anyway. Right, as you can see, I'm in the van now. I did pull up the reservoir. It was a bit weird. There was a car a few spaces away with 2 young girls in it just chatting away. Then literally 2 motorbikes revved their engines and pulled up a little bit further up. A car pulled in next to me with just a bloke messing around in his car. So I didn't know what to do, and I was stuck in the front seat, so I come round and sneaked into the back, and I had to put the curtains up, so then I'm in stealth mode, so no one knows I'm actually in here, and that. So yeah, and then basically everybody disappeared. So what I've done is pulled further down, so I'm right at the end, so my door opens out to nothing, you know, like just grassy verge, whereas other cars can park by the side. So hopefully it won't be too bad, because there is a sign there saying about, you know, High Court judgment about boy races, and that's the way we get boy races around here or not, I don't know, we'll see. So I'm just about to do something to eat, even though I'm not that hungry. We'll see what we've got and decide from there. Right, I think I've decided. I've got some beef ravioli, bought some naan bread, so I'm going to, again, I've tried this before, try and toast them, I never did the last time, and a bit of cheese, and then just mix that in with not the best of meals, but it's something quick. And like I say, I ain't that hungry, but I know I've got to have something to eat, and especially warm, because it is going to be cold tonight. That cooked okay. I just burnt a little bit. I had it on one side too much, but that's nice and warm, just to like dip in or whatever you want to do. Not too bad. It's just something quick and easy, because I can't be bothered to properly do anything else, and like I say, in this camper it's just easier to do tin stuff. So yeah, I'll go and enjoy this, and I'll see you in a minute. Had dinner, that was not too bad. So basically tonight it is going to be around about 1 or 0 degrees, depending on which weather app you look at. Now in this camper I don't have a diesel heater, so there's different options that I've got. So like I said, I'm going to test heating solutions. So I have got, as a back up, one of those. Now I have got the carbon monoxide detector up there, which has been checked, and new batches in it, and I will always open a window as well just to let ventilation in. But the other option is this. Now for me, I've only got a leisure battery down there, which charges off solar. I always make sure it's all fully charged before we come out. So this only runs, and I've tested it at home, only about 40 watts or something like that. So with that leisure battery, which I've got a 100 amp hour leisure battery, it should last. So we're going to get this set up. Now it does need a sheet across the top. Now normally we just extending this out and have it as a full bed and don't put a sheet on, but basically going to put this on underneath, then put that over there, sheet over the top, and we'll see how we get on. Right, well it is actually nice and warm in the actual bed. It's a bit cool in the air. This electric blanket seems to be working at the moment. So with the video, what I'm going to do is I'll probably separate this into two parts. So I'll be waking up for sunrise at the reservoir, hopefully. Yeah, that's if I'm still here and I don't freeze to death. So if I don't, there'll be no more YouTube videos. If I do, I'll see you in the next video. So again, thank you for watching, because it is only early. It's only about 8 o'clock, but I am absolutely shattered. And that's the problem with taking a lot of painkillers. You know, you're just absolutely knackered all the time. Just a quick update, it's just after 12. I woke up about 20 minutes ago. Not because of noise or anything else, basically. My back, it wakes me up in the middle of the night. Vaguely remember like a lot of young voices and music blasting, I think a few hours ago, but like I say, it's quiet now. There's two vans I just noticed by the side of me. One, just literally as I just spoke to you, has just moved on. So yeah, so a peaceful night, yes. Did have like a little bit of noise, but not too bad. Yeah, because the temperature at the moment outside is 1.7, I think I've just seen, and it's around about 10 degrees in here, which is a bit nippy. So I may have to put like the heater on just for like 2 minutes, just to take the chill off the air. But inside here, it's absolutely lovely and cozy. Thank you for watching this video, and join me in the next one, and we'll like I say, we'll see if we survive. See ya. Goodbye. And that's how I hope you stay with me with this one. And yeah. Now, like I say, the one thing I always start again. Right, I'm at Croxden Abbey.